So now that we know how to set up a trig problem, now we're going to practice solving it. All right, so when you're solving an equation, you're typically solving for x. You're solving for whatever variable's there. So in this case, we want to solve for x. Now, to get x by itself, I need to get rid of this sign. Well, the opposite of sine is called sine inverse. It is a button in your calculator that's on the sine button. So if you hit second and then sine, you will see it. All right, so here's a picture of a calculator. So here's the sine button right beside cosine and tangent. To get this sine inverse, you're going to hit the second button, and then you're going to hit the sine button. And what you're going to see on your calculator is, hang on, sorry. Is sine -1, and then it's going to open parentheses. All right, so on this side of your calculator, sine and sine inverse actually cancel each other out because they're opposites. And you're left with x is equal to. This is the side that you're typing into your calculator. You want to take the inverse sine of 9/13. So in your calculator, you have sine inverse and an open parenthesis. You need to type this in. So 9 divided by 13, close parentheses, and hit enter. And let's see, when I take the sine inverse of 9 divided by 13, I get an answer that's not correct. My calculator wasn't in degree mode. But now it is, and I get 43.8. Let's actually talk about degree versus radian mode really quick too. If you typed this in the first time and you got like 0.76, it doesn't make any sense at all for this angle right here, which is clearly around 45, to be 0.76 degrees. So what happens sometimes is that your calculator isn't in the correct mode. So you need to make sure that your calculator's in degree mode. And the way you do that is you hit the mode button, which is that button right beside second, and it's going to pull up a menu that looks kind of like this. What you need to do is scroll down until your calculator is over radian, and then you need to scroll over once so that the word degree is blacked out, and then hit enter. That way you know that your calculator is in degree mode. And then you can just type this exact same thing in again, sine inverse of 9/13, and when you do, you'll get your answer in degree mode. So x is 43.8 degrees. Let's look at one more really quickly. Okay, so on this one, same sort of thing. If you remember, the very first thing you have to do is label your triangle. So this side should be H. If this is the angle that I'm going to base my problem on, if I go straight across to the opposite side, that side will be O. And this side right here that is attached to the angle is A for adjacent. All right, so in this case, I have A and I have O. I do not know anything about H. So if we look at our trig stuff, so ka, this is just another way to write SOHCAHTOA. I'm looking for the one that uses A and O. Well, sine uses O and H, and I don't know H, so I can't use sine. Cosine uses A and H, and again, I don't have H, so I can't use this. So I'm going to use tangent. And tangent of, so my equation is the tangent of my angle is equal to O over A. And so now I can just start plugging some stuff into this problem. So the tangent, my angle is X, that's what I'm solving for, is equal to O is 17 and A is 8. So again, to solve this problem, I want to get X by itself. So to get rid of tangent, I use the inverse of tangent, which is a button in your calculator. So that goes away. You get x is equal to. So now in your calculator, you need to hit second tangent and then 17 divided by 8. And as long as your calculator's in degree mode, you should get that x is about 64.8 degrees.